Now, from the station on your side, this is Wavy News 10.
And tonight we continue our coverage of two big stories. 1 year ago today, an act of violence scarred the city of Virginia Beach. We honor the 12 victims who lost their lives. But first, our country is seeing its most significant string of protests in half a century. The demonstrations fueled by treatment of black people at the hands of police. Virginia is under a state of emergency issued by Governor Ralph Northam this evening. It allows the Commonwealth to mobilize resources to protect public safety and de-escalate any violence. Locally, hundreds are seething with anger and sadness. These protests come in the wake of the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. The unarmed black man died in police custody on Monday evening. Chopper 10 flew over the protest in Norfolk and Virginia Beach today. It was a peaceful demonstration at the Oceanfront, and it has shifted tone slightly this evening. We've seen people trying to burn the American flag and driving close to the protesters. Businesses have broken windows, and there's glass everywhere. Our team coverage starts there with our Tamara Scott. Hey, Tamara.
Hey, Kayla. Well, like you said, this peaceful protest did take a little bit of a 180 for several businesses down here on Atlantic Avenue. The crowd was moving up and down, and during that time, they ended up smashing the windows of several businesses down here. I'm actually here right now with one of those business owners. Engen is here with me. He's the owner of Bella's Pizza here. And Engen, you were telling me that you were inside at the time while they were throwing things out. What did you hear?
Yes, we was inside. We was about to close. We was cleaning, and then I heard like a couple, like a gunshot. It wasn't gunshot. That's why they said they threw the rock, I believe. So then all the windows, broke, and we went to the back, so we hide it. After a couple months, when we come outside, this is what we see.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you guys have been closed for the past couple of months due to COVID-19, and now you have some other work to be done. How do you feel?
Yes, we was closed. We just opened last Friday, and today is the 6th day. Because we work only like weekends. And today is the 6th day we are in the business, and then we have I don't know what to say. So we have a big rant, and then this happens, and then and the corona, I don't know what we need to do.
Right. Well, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. My apologies. Again, this is just one of the businesses here on Atlantic Avenue that were vandalized tonight. All things going up and down Atlantic Avenue tonight. Things have slowed down here for now. Nothing's happening now. We're just gonna check back in with these businesses who are in for a long journey coming up. That's the latest here. Back to you, Tamara Scott, 10 on your side.
Well, Tamara, stay safe out there, and we continue our team coverage now with 10 on your side's Brett Hall. He is also in Virginia Beach. So, Brett, what have you seen tonight?
Well, we're here where the epicenter of the activity is now at 16th Street in Atlantic, and there's a large crowd right here with meeting police with riot gear on. But I want to tell you something that just happened several minutes ago. Protesters chanting at the police with riot gear. Several of the police officers knelt down on one knee, just as the protesters have on several of the streets as they walked up Atlantic Avenue this evening. There were cheers, and that lasted for about a good 3 to 4 minutes. It appears everyone is back up now, and people have slowly dispersed, but we have seen some people throw rocks. There has been spray paint thrown, and at one time, at least once, tear gas has been released, and you could feel it. I mean, we got out of the car to cover it here, me and my photographer, and immediately it stung the eyes. So we've seen some people now running around here with jugs of milk, but people are just mainly standing in place around here. There's nobody, I don't see anybody else actively spray painting or vandalizing any businesses. It just appears to be a standoff at this point with the police in riot gear and the protesters. I've been told that the actual organizer is telling people it's time to go home, but some people don't appear to be listening. So there's the helicopter flying overhead for Virginia Beach Police that is now announcing that this is an unlawful gathering. Of course, remember, any gathering of more than 10 people is an unlawful right now in the Commonwealth of Virginia. This is an unlawful gathering, but at this point I have not seen Virginia Beach Police move in to arrest anybody. Not sure how much longer this standoff is going to continue in this fashion. We will, of course, bring you the very latest as this mostly peaceful protest concludes, as this one group remains here at 16th and Atlantic Avenue. I'm Brett Hall, live in Virginia Beach. Brett Hall, 10 on your side.
Well, Brett, thank you. And protesters briefly shut down Interstate 264 in Norfolk this evening. People streamed into the lanes heading towards the downtown tunnel before the Berkeley Bridge. Chopper 10 flew over the area about 2 hours ago. You can see people between cars holding signs and chanting. Officials tell us that all of the lanes of the downtown tunnel westbound are now back opened. And we turn to Virginia Beach, a city still healing 1 year after tragedy.
Words are heavy, and words will be inadequate expressions of the complex emotions this day brings. And yet, somehow, we must trust that we will find strength and resolve as we honor the 12 people we lost to such senseless violence on May 31st, 2019.
And these are the faces of the people killed on that dreadful day. Today we remember them. 1 year later, the pain is still there. As our Andy Fox reports, the community is still in mourning.
What time is it?
3:45.
1 year ago today.
I was talking to her at 3:42 about what we were having for dinner that night.
A day just like any other for Jason Nixon. But just after 4 o'clock, the Nixon family and the lives of 11 other families would change forever.
It was an absolute tragedy that happened in our city.
Could never happen here, and yet it did. Lives lost, still fresh, still stings, still forever.
This is home. This is where I grew up. This is something that doesn't happen here. You hear about this happening all over the country, everywhere else.
For something like this to happen, it's sad for all of us. And Kate was a huge advocate for the community, and to see the community respond in such respect towards Kate, it means a lot to us.
Everyone knew her as a kind, generous person, and she was strong-hearted.
So at 4:06, exactly 1 year after first shots fired, a community gathers for a moment of silence. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
Well, Andy, thank you. And we are just getting started here at 11. Coming up, a curfew in Virginia's capital city. After 2 nights of rioting in Richmond, we'll show you the damage left behind today. And we continue to monitor things at the Oceanfront. Our crew is live on the ground, and Chopper 10 is in the air tonight. Hundreds of people are protesting mistreatment at the hands of police. We will continue to follow these protests as they develop overnight. Stay with us.
And our temperatures are also cooling off tonight, a little bit cooler than what we've seen the last couple of days. We're already in the 50s right now in Chesapeake, 62 degrees in Norfolk. Tomorrow, just like today, a lot of sunshine, cooler temperatures into the low 70s in the afternoon. But there's a big blast of heat on the way by Wednesday. I'll show you what's coming up in just a little bit.